On this week's expose, we are going to be talking about Shark Girl. Happy Shark Week, X's. Shark Girl was created in 2012. Her first appearance was in Wolverine and the X-Men. She was created by Jason Aaron and Nick Bradshaw. I feel like Nick Bradshaw actually was helped create someone recently that we spoke about too. Sounds very familiar. Or I'm just thinking of Carrie Bradshaw. It sounds like that. So Shark Girl's real name is Yara dos Santos. She was born on a small coast town in Brazil. She had a pretty normal life growing up until she started getting in her late teens or mid-teens, when for some reason she woke up one day and she started craving fresh fish. She started feeling other weird things throughout the next few weeks until she woke up one morning as a complete were shark, basically. Like half human, half shark. But she was able to live on land she was able to live on land and water. She's pretty cool. She was actually recruited. She was going to be recruited by Angel at the time. But at the same time, she was also being recruited by Mystique because Angel wanted her to come to the new Jean Grey School for the Higher Learning, which was basically Xavier's school, but they renamed it after, Jean being dead for like 14 years or something like that. But they renamed it that. And Mystique, they were starting another Hellfire school, so they wanted to get her to each of their schools. Long story short, she actually ends up going to the Jean Grey school there, makes some friends, becomes kind of more of a well-known character in the Wolverine and the X-Men comic books. Shortly after that, she was brought to Krakoa. There she formed a team with the Morlock Marrow, and also actually was on the Dark Riders team. That was a team led by Magic. After that, she became a part of Dazzler's band on Krakoa as her drummer and is currently touring the world with Dazzler. That is Shark Girl in a nutshell, and I bet it was, shorter than 3 minutes in your face.
Yay! You did it!
Yeah, she's kind of terrifying. She's like a street shark.
She totally is. She's like a lady street shark. Yes, you're right.
Yep.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Good times.
And I loved the street sharks when I was younger.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
We all did.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home. It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I look fat. Do I look that bad to you? Easy, you fuzzy elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. Storm. That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Welcome back to Solving for X. It's been 2 weeks. We've been hankering to get back to our masses and get started on season 4. How are you, gentlemen?
Woo!
Oh, I'm doing well. Can't wait to start talking about the episode, but also want to hear what you guys have been up to because I've basically been at the movie theaters. I saw Jurassic World. I saw Megan 2.0. We saw Titanic, the musical. All of them were amazing. I would say go see all 3 of them if you can. I absolutely love it. Megan 2.0 was hilarious. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, to be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised and I wasn't that it's getting kind of like a mixed review just because it's not a horror film like the first one was, but like it's so enjoyable. It's so fun. You just have to go with it. It's an action movie. It's an action comedy. Like just let it happen.
I mean, I didn't see the first one except for what I was kind of peeking at on someone's flick. So someone was watching it on a flight next to me, so I was like watching it on mute. But yeah, the sequel reminded me. It's like they're taking the Terminator. It's like Terminator. It's like I'm your friend now. Like I'll fight the other Terminator.
Yep.
Totally. Yeah. But a cunty
I also
little
saw
Terminator.
a cunty little Terminator. I also saw Elio, the new Pixar movie, which was really cute. I saw The Materialist, which I hated. It was not great. I hated the whole idea behind it. Why did you like
I
it? Did you
really
see
like the
it?
act. No. I didn't see it, but that's the one with Chris Evans, right? And
Yeah,
Pedro.
Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, and I call her C3PO in a wig because that's how much she emotes.
It's okay. I always like to just refer to her as Madam Web because of the success of that movie, which was the success of this lady, which kind of sounds like it is. Isn't like the past two or
Yeah,
three
I feel
movies
like
bombed?
I kept thinking while I was watching it, if this was Scarlett Johansson or someone who has personality, this movie would have worked a lot better, but it wasn't. Because the whole movie, guys are talking about how like amazing she is, and she had like no personality whatsoever.
I mean, like Gal
Um,
Gadot in Snow White as the evil queen.
yeah,
Oh.
basically.
Or Godot, however you say her name.
I think it's Godot.
Yeah, I can never know. People say it different ways. I'm like,
I believe it's
As
Godot.
for the Jurassic World, I
Oh.
really liked.
It's really good.
I mean, dinosaurs and Jonathan Bailey. Fucking sign me up
Ugh.
any day of the
Oh,
week.
those glasses! My
Right,
heart.
bring a towel.
Wound.
Oh my god!
So much hotter than
And-
Fierro. I mean, this is what I want.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yes.
Fierro's unattainable. Like his Jurassic World character, still hot, but like he's got flaws. Like he's attainable.
Yeah.
I completely agree. No, totally.
I ranked it number
but-
4 out of the 7 movies. I ranked it as number 4.
Really?
Mhm.
I said top 5 for mine too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean? And I would say either 3 or 4 for me, just because I love anything with like a water dinosaur scene. You know what I mean? So like Mosasaurus, and then now you combine it with Spinosauruses, like fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, probably top 3 or 4, maybe even number 2 or 3. I don't
I'll
know.
give you my order. I made a list because I was that person. So
I'm ready.
I'll go from
I'm excited.
worst. I'll go from worst to best. So worst is Jurassic World Dominion, then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom,
Mhm.
then Jurassic Park 3, then Jurassic World Rebirth. Then I have the Lost World Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and then Jurassic Park. That's how I ranked them.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I would have put
this
the
is
Lost World up there that far, but I agree with the majority of those.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably put Lost World after Jurassic World and Jurassic World Rebirth, but I don't know which one of those I'd put in number 2.
Yeah, because Jurassic World is number 2 for me, and then Lost World. And then
Totally
Rebirth
got it.
after that.
Mm-hmm.
But
So this
there's
is
some
already-
flexibility.
Yeah. This is already our sinister gossip session of doom. We just haven't announced it. We just got right into it.
Oops. Yeah.
So for my updates, I have a little bit of a poop sandwich. So we got to get through some bad stuff, then some good stuff, then
Oh,
some
no.
bad stuff again. So I did want to talk about Julian McMahon, his unfortunate passing while we were on break. In the Marvel world, he's most known for being Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. People know him as Christian Troy from Nip Tuck. This was really cute, Kevin, because my friend Jonathan, he like sent me, this is how I found out, he sent me a post saying that Julian had passed, and it had those 2 roles. And Jonathan wrote to me, he was also in Charmed. I'm like, you really don't think I know who this man is? I'm on a Charmed podcast, and you really don't think I know this is Cole Turner?
Like, oh my!
What's in his name? Balthazar?
Yeah, that was his demon name.
Yeah,
Balthazar and Cole
Yes,
Turner.
yes, yeah.
Here, I'll show you the demon page because he's in my location. I'll bring it over.
Oh.
I should have brought this over on Where the Witch is, but so there he is.
That's his demon page.
Cole's human form
So-
on the demon page.
Everybody who's worked with him has had nothing but great things to say. Kevin, you've met him in person. Did you have anything that you wanted to add about the life of Julian McMahon or anything that you have?
Just that he really did like people and always wanted to help people and enjoyed their presence. Like with the fans, he was so engaging and so like wanting to like he was game for anything they wanted to do. And he kept getting in trouble with like you can't do that because this was during the writer's strike, so they weren't allowed to do anything that was too specific. And so he's like, and I was like nope. And Alyssa, she had done like a handful of conventions at this point, so they did the convention together. And she's like, "I'll guide you. I got you." And they were just so cute, and he was adorable. I gave him a fireball to hold, and it was like only fit on his fingers because his hands were so massive. He's a giant man, or he was a giant.
Yeah.
And he's just really cute and really fun and really nice.
Yeah, he seems like it. Well, thanks for sharing. I saw the picture of the fireball. I didn't realize that you gave that to him. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I took it back. It's up there, but I used it. I just had it for the picture.
Okay,
Because I figured
so cool.
that was not specific enough that it would work. I'm like, it's still do charm, but it's like it's not charm specific, so you can still get away with it. That's why I had to pose with Alyssa. I did the karate pose. So I'm not doing any powers. I'm doing just like kung fu stuff, which anybody could do. So I had to be tricky.
Okay, cool. I also want to share that I passed my last test. I graduated. Woo!
Graduation! As we go on, we remember.
Yes.
Which graduation song with Sean Hughes?
Yeah. You and Gene both would have chose this.
Yep. So the day that we're recording this, it's not official yet. I had to like submit a request to graduate yesterday, and it said it takes like 5 business days for them to like process everything. But like, it's official.
Definitely.
I also just wanted to talk really quick. I like to give updates. I know not everybody likes politics, but I like to give my experiences and my thoughts, so at least you have some armor when talking to other people out there. There's been so much shit going on with Trump these past few weeks. I hear a lot of people talk about immigrants like basically being a leech on our society, and I think we need to remember that even if they're not paying income tax, they're still getting very low wages a lot of times, and that money that they're making from those low wages goes into sales tax and property tax, and they pay into the system in other ways. And I know this is all about the money. I don't want to take away from the fact that these are human lives, but this is the argument that people make. I mean, these people fight and struggle to be here amongst us and to live a better life than the one they were living from wherever they came from. So I think there is a lot of respect there. And I think when you hear people who say like they're just a leech on society or taking our jobs or this or that, like I think we need to remember they're people and they are still contributing. California actually makes most of our money from the taxes from immigrants.
And they're doing the jobs that you don't want to do. So quit complaining.
Yep.
Exactly.
And there's this whole scandal right now that because James Gunn called Superman an immigrant, and now all the MAGA are like, "How dare you say Superman's an immigrant?" And he's like, "He came from space. Like, what part did you miss?
Yeah,
he was
he's
not
not
born here."
Right. Idiots.
Yeah. And the other thing
How
I
about,
want to talk on real quick. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying the entire United States was built off immigrants. We're all immigrants one way or another.
It's so stupid. And like with everything with the one big beautiful bill, again, like the Republicans are trying to say like there's all these people not freeloading off of Medi-Cal and Medicaid and different things. And I think like we need to remember that, you know, because I've been on Medi-Cal myself. I've had those down and out jobs before, and I'm not a lazy person. I'm always fighting to better myself. I just graduated college, for God's sake. But also on a lighter note, like when you look at Kaiser, when I worked at Kaiser, if you think about this, if Kaiser wants to make $100 a month and they have 100 members, what they do is, let's say they have 50 members who are Kaiser members paying in through work, and they have 50 who are Medi-Cal. So if you take away all 50 of those Medi-Cal, Kaiser's still like, hey, I still want to make my $100. What's going to happen? They're going to charge $2 now to each of those 50 who are remaining, what happens to all those doctors? You either have to pay more to see doctors, or they're going to start firing doctors. So everything is very cyclical, and everything has an effect on everything else. So I think we just need to remember, like, I'd rather pay more in taxes and like buffer up those who need it than like sit around and whine that they're freeloading off of me, and then also pay more just because less people are going to healthcare now.
Mhm.
That's my diatribe.
Diet tribe.
All right. Anything else the two of you want to share from our time off?
Did anyone watch a little TV show on Disney Plus?
I did. Does it rhyme with Myron Mart?
Yes, my favorite of the Marts. No, yeah, Ironheart. I watched all 6 episodes. I really enjoyed it. What about you guys?
I loved it. I thought it was so good.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
I hated it so bad.
What did you hate about it?
Why did you hate it? Yeah, tell us.
I think every character is insufferable except for the mom, the wagon kid, and the dead girl's brother. Those are the only characters I liked. Everybody else could go away, fly a kite.
Not
I thought
even
Riri
Zola?
was
Or
Huh?
what was that her name?
the
Was that her
magic
name?
girl with the glasses.
Yeah.
I liked her at
Oh,
first.
Selma?
Yeah,
Selma,
I liked her
Selma.
at first, but then at the end credit scene at the end, I'm like, spoiler, but yeah, I was like, you dumb girl, like what? Okay, it's bothered me. I thought Riri was, I mean, I'm all for flawed characters, but she didn't make a single good decision in her entire life from the first episode to the last episode. I was just angry with her. And when she was like, screw you to everybody else, except for when she like fell down and she's like, oh, whiny, whiny, whiny. And then at the minute she got some power again, she's like, okay, screw you again. I was so mad at her. And then the stupid gang, was terrible. And like they just follow orders blindly, like go kill this girl just because I say so. I don't know. I was just mad at everything.
Okay.
I did laugh out loud.
I like Mephisto.
when,
He was good.
Yes. Spoiler.
You said we weren't
We're
gonna
going to be
spoil that.
talking about. Yeah. Honestly, it was released last Tuesday. This will be a week and 3 days. I think that's okay.
Her mom was the best character though, because she was doing all the right things, and I was all about her mom.
You didn't like Natalie? The AI?
Oh god, I hated that girl. She
Oh, wow.
She is so, cause okay, first she's like, I'm gonna help you do this illegal thing, and then she's like, oh wait, he's a crime person. I'm like, you just helped her do the first, like that's the first thing you did. Are you stupid? Everybody was stupid.
But I laughed out loud when she flipped the car with Shay in it, and the bad CGI with Shea
That
Coulee.
face.
Like I laughed out loud. Yeah, it was good. But I enjoyed the story. I thought it was good. I do. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like she didn't make good choices, but I really being from Chicago, I like to actually like watching it and seeing it like, oh, I know where that is. Oh, I've been down that street. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go check that street out to see if Shea Coulee's piss is still on the ground from when she pissed her pants after being flipped in the car. Like, no.
All the
But
Chicago
I thought it
sports
was
team,
cool.
the Cubs and the Bulls. I'm like, I know those things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And seeing an actual superhero fly around the city and stuff like that, and over the lake and stuff like that was cool for me. So maybe it was different because of the location, but I thought the acting was pretty good. And speaking of Sacha Baron Cohen, this character, it was I have to admit I did as soon as the spoon flipped, I rewound the television. I was like, I need to I knew it. And then you saw like the true form. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what they're going to start doing, because they've said that they're going to steer away from like having TV shows with huge characters in them. Still, like Hawkeye season 2 will probably just be about Kate Bishop. Like even the older Hawkeye
Kate
won't be in
Bishop.
it, and it'll be Kate Bishop. And all of these like smaller people and like new characters that were going to be introduced that will maybe become larger characters are going to be introduced in the television show. I mean, look at Kang. Kang was supposed to be the next big bad, and he was introduced in Loki.
Mm-hmm. True.
And part of me feels like that now, like this person has all these agents out there of him. Like, who's to say that the Robert Downey Jr. Doom isn't going to be an agent of him, and there's another real Victor Von Doom in the MCU that we haven't even met yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this one's supposed to be from a different universe.
Yeah, because I read that the next phase of Marvel, they're focusing on space, magic, and mutants. So I could see Mephisto being the big bad for the magic. And the rumor is there's a Nova movie coming, and that Annihilus will be the big bad for space. And my hope is the Phoenix crosses all three of those. So I wonder if they would do Phoenix right finally and like work up to her being a big bad.
And I feel like there already is a connection between, WandaVision and Agatha. Like there's the seed there, because it is in the comics as like he could have connection with them too.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Well, it's been 21 minutes. Let's get into our episode.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, that's what happens when we take 2 weeks off. Yeah.
I know.
Catch up.
That's why I wasn't worried about it. We just went.
Catch up, catch up.
So
I mean, it was initially a gossip hour.
Yeah, that's true. We have 40 more minutes. So before when we left, we asked, who would you most want to party on a cruise with? Iceman, Boom Boom, Nightcrawler, or Shadowcat? We did have best friend of the pod, Legion Ivory, write in, and he said Bobby Drake for sure. He's hot, gay AF, and can keep everyone cool. So I said, haha, right. Better back off my man, though. And he said, your man? Oh, those are fighting words, laugh out loud. And I said, well, I guess we can have him make duplicates and not tell us which is real. There's enough to go around. And he said, oh, I'll know. So I just liked our little bitchy Iceman conversation.
Yeah, the banter.
Banter?
With you
Yeah.
Yep. All
It's
right,
a little
let's
chilly,
see how the
a
vote
little
went.
frigid, you little bitches.
Yeah. So who do you guys think won? Iceman, Boom Boom, Nightcrawler, Kitty?
I want to say our girl Boom Boom won. Tabby all the way.
I don't even know what
Probably
I
got
said.
the
What
least
did I say?
votes, yeah.
Who did I say? I have no.
I
have no
chose
idea.
Iceman, I think. Or no, I chose Tabitha.
Okay.
I think I chose Tabitha.
Yeah, I
'cause
think
was
you and me
thrown in-
chose Boom Boom. I think Kevin chose Iceman, if I remember. Or Nightcrawler. I think you did something.
Oh yeah, I chose
different.
Nightcrawler.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, because
Yeah.
of the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So poor little Kitty Pride. Nobody wants to party with her. She got 3%.
Ooh.
Boom Boom got 22%. Nightcrawler got 25%. And Iceman got 50%. Clear winner. I'm not surprised. We have a lot of queer
He's the-
listeners. We all love Iceman.
Yes.
And he is kind of like the class clown party kind of guy. He'll have fun, not get you in too much danger, just enough that it's like, haha,
Yeah. You're not going to get arrested like with Boom Boom.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I think I said, I was like, I feel like if I went out with Boom Boom, I would need it documented so I would like remember it, because I know that bitch is gonna like.
I'm
make
legal. I
me
have an
out or
ID.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm documented.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, and then also I'm very pleased by the fact
Stick with
that
your
this
dessert
episode
cup.
comes out
Yeah.
the weekend of Uncanny Experience. We're back just in time, boys. We get to see each other this weekend.
I know.
Yes.
Amazing.
Very, very
So,
excited.
if you-
I'm so excited. just to go and experience all the new classes, see another drag show, and see what summer school's like.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
the
so if
pool?
you're
I want to know where the
there, come
pool
say
is.
hi. Yeah, we need
Kevin
a
wants to
pool.
wear his Cyclops Speedo.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, come say hi to us if you're there. We're looking forward to meeting you. I was reflecting just before we started recording on like the last time we were at Uncanny Experience. I didn't really know a whole lot of people, and in less than a year I'm already like, oh my god, there's so many people I want to say hi to. So I'm
Yeah.
proud of us for how much we've built up this podcast in this last 9 months.
We
Definitely.
kind of
It's been amazing.
put ourselves on the map in the community, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
Some might even
definitely.
say like top 10%.
Oh my god!
X-Men podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, some might say that.
That's how that's usually, I led that, like that was my like opening sentence to every conversation for like a week after that. After we found that out, I was like, they're like, do you know what the weather's like? Yes, I am in the top 10% podcast section.
It's a top
Yes, I
10%
am.
X-Men podcaster.
Yes. Yeah. And it's supposed to be in the 80s. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right. So today we are talking about Impact, episode 1 of season 4, the last season. There's only 9 episodes. This came out August 30th, 2003, a week after Cruise Control, which definitely fits in that slot where it released. Written by Greg Johnson, Craig Kyle, George Mayer, directed by Gary Graham.
Oh, gee.
All right, Ryan, baby, get us started. Ryan, how come you're not starting, Ryan? Are you ready to start now, Ryan? Ryan!
I was gonna wait until you started. You usually like to start my scenes. Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico. Whenever I see that, I always want to say Utica or Yucatan.
Nice.
Utica can.
Utica can. A Mayan pyramid sits forlornly in the jungle. Apocalypse's machine appears on top of the temple. The bricks fall away and the temple turns into metal. Apocalypse exits his ship and gets Big Kevin muscles. He erects a shield around the temple that looks like something Ivan Ooze would produce.
True.
Amazing.
Big Kevin muscles.
Yes. As soon as I saw
My
that, I was
eyes.
like, oh.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
My boobages.
Mhm.
Okay.
Later, in Egypt, a man is praying at the base of a sphinx. The door in the sphinx opens and Gambit exits. He insists that the praying man come in and have a chat. Gambit brings the man to Nito and Mesmero. Mesmero reads the man's mind but finds nothing but the same old prophecy. An ancient warrior will return to rule the land. It is assumed to be Namor.
Oh yeah.
This is your fault, Ryan. This is your fault.
I'm just upset that he's not in this show. Or is he?
Stop it.
Winky face, even though I can't wink.
Just make sure that your profile is showing in blink, and be like,
Yeah. I'm gonna do it with this eye, but not this.
There you go. I wish this was a video.
All right. Back at the manor, Beast enters Cerebro to check on Xavier. He has been working tirelessly to find Apocalypse. Just like the movie I Am Legend, but not like that at all. Beast has been scouring the news and couldn't find anything either. Xavier shows Beast the Eye of Ages on a screen. He believes it is the key to Apocalypse's plan. Xavier plans on trying to find the eye. Xavier asks how the students are doing. Beast reports in that they are finding ways to blow off steam. Kids do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and they don't mention this till later in the episode, but it's been 2 weeks since Apocalypse has returned.
I know, isn't that funny? That when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, in 2 weeks after we watched that
2
episode,
weeks.
we return."
Yep.
It was kismet.
It was planned, except for it's been technically 3 weeks because we threw cruise control in there.
Oh yeah.
True. Yeah.
Cruise control
Damn
ruins
it.
everything. No.
See.
Except until they brought us Namor.
Yeah, he was definitely in
yep.
it.
Up above, the students are outside playing games. Berserker and Multiple are embroiled in an intense game of basketball. The ball goes out of bounds and almost hits Magma. She gets mad and sets the ball on fire. The ball goes flying towards Sunspot. He lights up to match the ball and kicks it through the backboard. It ricochets and goes into the hoop. Score! Sports ball!
Sports ball.
Did you
So
see that
this is
ludicrous
once
display
more-
last night?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
Yep.
is yet again another very creative use of their powers. Like, I feel like if I was a teenager with powers, I'd be a little ass, just like all of them are being right here.
Oh, for sure.
They're like, oh, look what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, if you think about it, that's when your powers kick in, is when you're like an adolescence making the worst choices of your life.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I can see why
Yeah.
humans would be scared of it, but still, bigots. No.
As everyone dances idiotically about, Rogue sits alone on the Resident Evil Fountain of Doom. Logan comes to talk to her. He encourages her to not let things get to her. Logan tries to comfort Rogue about Mystique. He reveals that they tried everything to turn her back from Stone. Rogue says she doesn't care. I don't care. And she leaves.
Don't forget the jeweled key for the door later from that fountain.
You need the spade key.
Right.
I love those games so much.
Yeah. At the same moment, at the Brotherhood of Bayville boarding house, Toad is starting to dance. A dance party with the statue of Mystique. Blob comes in and nabs the statue. He has new plans for it. That sounds naughty.
I know.
Pietro steals the statue and hides it. Yoink! They all watch as Lance Alvarez opens a cupboard and the Mystique statue falls on him, scaring the dickens out of him. Everyone laughs at stupid Lance Alvarez.
But you bring up a good point. These are teenage boys, so you know if this were real life, they'd be totally like grabbing her boobs and like
Yeah.
doing just naughty things to her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
especially at the Bayville boarding house.
yes, especially there. There'd be a hole drilled in her already.
Oh my god. You're joking. She's stone. Avalanche has got that.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's true. What do you guys think of Xavier's like, oh, well, we couldn't help her. Let's just give her over to the Brotherhood.
It was so random. Like, really? Okay.
Why would you do that?
It's their den mother. They
Word.
must love her.
Yeah. I would have bought it if like Pietro like stole her away, but I just hate this idea. Oh, we couldn't help her. Give her back.
I just found this out on IMDb. Did you guys know that Toad is voiced by Noel Fisher?
Who is
Who's
that?
that?
Did you guys ever watch Shameless? He's
Oh,
also
is he the kid?
Michelangelo. He's one of the kids' boyfriends.
Oh.
Okay.
And he's also the voice of Michelangelo for the Ninja Turtles movies.
Oh.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Like he was in Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, I watched
He
some
was
of
in
that.
Twilight.
Ew.
Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. Lots of stuff. But I just saw this
Okay.
when I was just looking on
Right.
IMDb at it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Never knew that someone
Yeah.
did more famous-ish, kind
Oh,
of.
I think he was
If you saw him, he
Jasper.
looks... No, he wasn't Jasper. He was
He was one
he
of
was
the
like one of the
brothers.
vampires that they got in the final one when they needed to like have the big fight between the vampires and like the higher up vampires.
Yeah, that fight that never
He's-
happened. It was edging towards a
Yes.
fight, and they're like, "We're good. Let's all be friends now." And I was like, "This is the stupidest book."
I know nothing.
And then
I only saw the
yeah.
first movie. I know nothing.
Mhm. But then the movie
You
gave
are
us
Jon
the fight
Snow.
actually. Yeah, you are Jon
Oh, did it?
Snow. Yeah, the movie gave us the fight actually, and like almost like everyone dies. Like
Oh, good.
Carlisle
Maybe I
gets
should
his
watch
head
that one.
ripped off, stuff like that. Yeah. Mhm.
I never watched whatever the very last one is, the part 2,
That's the
Breaking
one
Dawn
with
part 2.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I only watched part 1 because I was really curious to see how they were going to do the birth scene with Renee.
Ew.
That is the creepiest looking baby in the world.
Yep.
I don't like it already. Okay.
You're missing so much, Kevin. It's so good.
I just remember from the books, like, bite me so I can be a vampire. I'm in the hospital. Bite me. That's all.
Yeah. I know. I think,
Mhm.
real quick tangent, I think just the reason I hated the book so much is, number one, nothing ever happens. Like, Bella's boring as a character. And, like, it's such a bad example for girls. Like, I don't want to go to college. Just make me pregnant. I don't want to get smarter. Put a baby in me. I'm like, what is this teaching people?
Oh my god.
I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah, oh my.
Yeah. All right, scene 7. Short one for you.
Oh, okay. Yes. Which I actually have a comment about. Meanwhile, in the jungles of Mexico, two men are exploring. They see Apocalypse's dome. And just look at it in wonderment. Yeah.
This is the Jurassic Park moment that everyone's like, ooh,
yeah.
ah.
You guys, is this the same scientist from the Beast?
The Beast episode.
Yes, it looks like it's the exact same scientist. The heavier one that started talking to him, that's like that let him go, and now he's like exploring this stuff over here. So I was like, oh, call back. That's a cameo.
Cameo. We don't know his name, but overweight guy from Beast episode.
Overweight scientist man. Yeah.
Scientist. He's smart. He went to college. He didn't fall for the vampire.
That was good.
Amazing. I didn't fall for the vampire either.
Sir, bravo.
You can't get me pregnant today.
Right? I was like this for 3 hours.
All right. Oh, is it? It's me.
Yes.
Back at the manor, Rogue when we were young, I used to play Clue a lot with my sister, and we played Master Detective, which had the gazebo, and she couldn't say gazebo, so we always called it the gizmo.
I love that.
Yeah.
The gizmo.
Bright light. Back at the manor, Rogue goes to the gizmo to be a lonerer. She sighs, and then Nightcrawler pops up in front of her. He is distressed that Xavier gave the Mystique statue to the Brotherhood. Rogue says she doesn't care, but Nightcrawler says he took some comfort from having his mother close. Nightcrawler ports away. Rogue's being a little bitch.
Yeah,
but
she
I can't
does.
blame her.
Right. You understand.
Up to this point. Yeah. Like it's
We'll see
always
about
interesting
later.
because Nightcrawler doesn't know Mystique at all, but that's his mother. But like Mystique actually raised Rogue, so Rogue feels more betrayed by her
Good old
because
Ragu.
this person's lying to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like this story.
Yeah, the dynamic is really appropriate, and it's really cool to see play out.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
All right. Back at the Brotherhood boarding house, Nightcrawler reports onto the scene. Blob and Toad are dragging around Mystique, riding her like a carpet. I don't know.
I don't know what show you were watching.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that. Scarlet Witch suggests they take her to Agatha Harkness to try to save Mystique. Blob and Toad suggest they make a statue out of her. Out of
Mystique,
like a statue.
put her in the yard, basically.
Yeah, there we go. Cause like she already is a statue.
Yeah, I realized.
Fountain. There you go.
A fountain. When I'm writing these, it's usually like 7 or 8 in the morning. So when we read them later, I'm like, oh, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense today.
So they want to make a fountain out of her so that you can find another Resident Evil key. That's what it is.
Yes.
All right.
You know
Sure,
where
it's
they
for the
hide it,
key.
too.
That's what they want the hole for.
Yeah. Everyone leaves. Nightcrawler goes to touch the statue.
He touched the butt.
It's like, that's my mother.
Right? Weird.
It suddenly lights up. Gasp! Protected by Wanda's power. She tells Kurt he doesn't belong in here, mutant, X-Men, crazy person. And then Kurt pleads to Wanda to let him take Mystique. He's my mother. She's like, oh, gasp. Okay then, bye. To have at it. So yeah, fun times.
Very true. I mean, I remember when he turned into a Southern Belle.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I was surprised Wanda let Kurt take the statue. Like, it shows even though she's under this weird spell, like she's still like shining through as a good person. But also, story-wise, I'm like, so what was the point of putting the statue at the Brotherhood house just to see them mess around with it, just to have Kurt come and take it anyway? Like, what was the point?
Just to show that he is going out of his way, that is important to him. Maybe that's why, to show that it's important to Kurt.
And it does set up how, like, Xavier and the X-Men don't care. Like, nobody cares where Mystique goes, except Kurt's fighting for her. Mm-hmm. You're right. You turned me. I'm gay now.
Finally. Back in the Sphinx, Sabretooth wanders around alone. Colossus jumps down from the upper floor. Nito corners Colossus and tells him that he's late on reporting in. Nito threatens Colossus. He tells him that his family is in danger if Colossus does not comply. Nito traps Colossus against the wall. Colossus powers down and begins to fight Nito, man to man. Enter Gambit, who breaks up the fight. Nito leaves.
This was such a cool scene.
Very. I just like
What?
that you got to see the... Well, I also just love... I'm not going to mention what you're going to mention. But I love that you got to see like him depower. You know what I mean? And then like he's actually still kind of a badass. And also the... I mean, I feel like this also is kind of like a cameo. Everyone knows who he's referring to. You know what I mean? When he's talking about like your family.
Yep.
Magic. His sister.
Ileana.
When did he actually... Yeah, when did he join in the comic? Yeah. When did he join the Acolytes in the comics for what was it, like a series and a or an issue and a half? But he did it when
Yeah.
after Magic died from the legacy virus, I believe.
Ileana.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like I just really liked this because there was a lot of calls out in this, a lot of call outs in this. So
I didn't even
now
put that
go ahead,
together.
Sean. Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
really
since
good
but
point.
you,
That yeah, he's once again joining Nito because of magic. Like that's a really good point, and I really like that you pointed that out.
And they hinted
I also think
at it
it's
when they hinted at that
Go
like
ahead.
last season when he said like, you know, I have reasons for this. You know, I'm not that bad of a guy. You know, so
Yeah.
the setup
Mhm.
was there.
I remembered that. I was gonna bring up that I like that we've got a hint of this, but now we full see like Colossus does not want to work with Nito. He's being coerced, and I was gonna say I think it's funny how immortalized for being just a comic and a half evil Colossus was. Like there's a Flare Ultra card that I have of him in his evil suit. Like we all
Yeah,
talk
that's the
about it
90s Ultra.
consistently. Yep. But like
Mm-hmm.
you're right, it was so quick. It was a flash in the pants.
Yeah.
Speaking of flash in the pants, I know that's not the actual
Look at
saying,
that
but
segue.
yeah. Like damn, I'd write it like a segue. Colossus got bulge in this show. I was like, you guys drew that in there. Like damn.
Mhm. Yeah.
Where's that
It
Speedo?
was.
I know. I remember one time when my straight cis Trump tattoo artist was tattooing me. I don't remember why I brought it up, but he's like, "Can you imagine having sex with Colossus?" And he turns into metal. And I told him I could take that dick. I just love seeing weird stuff. But he loved it. He loved my whole like gay perspective. We had fun
Yeah,
until we'd start
nice.
arguing politics. But
Yeah.
but I appreciated it. That's how we get sharper.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to say, because we brought this up all the way back in season 2, because Colossus has his little like naughty Speedo on. What does he look like when he powers down? We finally get the answer. He's wearing pants
Yeah.
just like the 70s Colossus did.
Yes. And speaking of that night flare card,
Mm-hmm.
is
There
it
it
Sharon?
is. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
got bulge there too. Damn,
I know. I was
Colossus.
like,
Get
okay.
it, mama.
You're
Yep,
like,
I
oh
have that exact
my.
card. Cool, thank you for that.
Technology, of course.
Yep. All right, Kevin.
11?
Kevin.
All right.
Yeah, 11 for Kevin.
Back at the manor, Rogue is on her way to her room. She hears Kurt and eavesdrop on him. He is talking to Mystique, the statue. Rogue gets mad and demands for Kurt to get rid of the Mystique. Mystique 2. Mystique 2. She tells Kurt that Mystique has hurt her in so many ways. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want her in this house. Get out of my house. Rogue tells Kurt Mystique destroyed her and leaves. The statue starts to cry. Tears,
Aww.
tears, droplets, droplets.
Yeah,
I'm leaking.
that was a moment. I'm leaking. They drilled a hole right in my eye.
Yeah. Doesn't say much about Toad. Yeah.
No, he's into some weird stuff.
They put the garden hose up there. That's
Oh my god.
terrible.
Atlanta.
And then she's like, Pietro, why is there a banana taped to my... Never mind. Go ahead. Right.
Wait, is that? Because I was 10.
Wasn't that it?
Should you have been?
No,
So,
11?
yeah, you should have been. You were supposed to be 11, Sean.
I was 11? Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
Look at you being so giving.
I know.
Ryan, Sean, Kevin. Ryan, Sean, Kevin. Ryan, Sean, Kevin. Ryan, Sean, Kevin. Oh! Okay, I'll be Kevin. Look at my muscles. Something charm.
I knew something like this was coming.
All right. Xavier takes the Mystic 2 into his lab and begins to study it again. Beast tells Kurt that he's an idiot. Statues don't cry. It was obviously just condensation. Xavier reports that he still can't find any mental activity in Mystique. Burn. Sick burn, dude. Kurt wonders if it's Mystique's enhanced mental block stopping the probe. No one takes Kurt seriously. He gets mad and ports out. Jean enters the room to let them know that Apocalypse has made his first move. Dang. So
well, it's nice that he makes it. Usually you gotta wait a while for a guy to make a move, so it's nice that he did it so quickly, though.
That's true.
He made
that's
the first
true.
move so quickly. Yeah.
Do we think that Mystique is conscious in her statue form?
I think that she can hear and stuff like that. I think that she can hear and see what's going on, but
Oh wait, I know what's going on here. You both already know the answer. You're laughing at stupid Sean, who's hypothesizing.
no. And the reason that she had water coming from her eyes was because of Namor. Idiot.
Shut up. Oh, you made me so mad. I dropped my food.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
So I do think that she's conscious. I think this is going to lead us to a much more forgiving Mystique that may help them fight Apocalypse in the end. That's where I think this is going.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You watched this episode, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Why does something happen? Does something happen in the end, which I don't buy?
Let's
I'm not
just say
subscribing to
it's
that
a
magazine.
heartbreaking episode. Or ending.
Oh! Is there a heart? Is that why you're saying that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to come back. I don't know how to come back from that one.
I know. I can't. I don't want to say, but I don't. We'll just leave it.
Okay, Ryan.
Okay. The X-Men and the Brotherhood separately watch the news. Apocalypse's dome has been discovered and is being reported live. Xavier, Jean, Cyclops, Wolverine, Kitty, and Beast, it's a lot, people, prepare to head out to the jet to check on Apocalypse. They can't find Kurt anywhere. Xavier reveals that their last showdown with Apocalypse was 2 weeks ago. He tells the team not to engage with Apocalypse. He's too strong. Meanwhile, Nito preps for battle. He tells the Acolytes he's going alone. It's time for the adults to play. It's time for the helmet to go against the dome.
Oh, at least he's wearing a helmet.
You gotta be safe. You don't know what type of ancient STDs he could be carrying.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and we get this Xavier saying, "We're leaving Storm and Iceman at home because it's serious time." I'm like, okay, I get Iceman, but Storm, Storm's your biggest player.
Are you joking? Those are two of your heaviest hitters currently. I'm sorry.
Driver!
Yeah. Okay, let's leave the driver and the tech kid at home that have probably the most powerful powers amongst, besides Jean, that you're taking with you.
Yeah. But I get he doesn't want to engage. It's just a weird... Yeah, I don't get it. They just didn't want to pay the voice actors for that episode.
Yeah.
All right. A gaggle of helicopters are flying around the Mayan temple. The Blackbird lands near the temple. Xavier speaks to the local authorities, who alone them a limited time to try to scope out the situation. Allow them, I think that's what I meant to write. Allow them a limited time to try to scope out the situation. Meanwhile, Nito's ball flies towards the temple. I don't like that he uses balls to fly. Like, you're Magneto. You can fly without balls. Like, you don't need balls unless they're Xavier's. Jean and
Well-
Xavier are not able to get any reading from the dome. Beast sets up machines to try to get a reading, but the temple fires the lasers back at the machines, and they splodey. They splodey.
So, I think though the reason that he used the ball in this was more as a weapon, though, instead of transportation.
He would carry it
That's
with him
true.
because he wanted to use it as a projectile. So
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right.
And I love it, like,
Oh, like-
when he created it too, like, to leave, like, he just took the metal from, like, around everyone and just, like, formed it. Like, it was very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool, very,
That
you look familiar, like, something from, like, the X-Men movies, actually. Like, when he did the X-Men in 3, when he did, like, this to, like, hide all of the cures from getting the people on the bridge.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when he in X2, when he used that little bit of metal from the guard's butt to like make the balls to fly around the room and then make the like discs for him to walk on. It reminds me of that.
Yeah. All that
Mhm.
stuff.
Very cool.
Back at the Brotherhood boarding house, Wanda looks forlornly out the window. She's about to close the window when Nightcrawler ports in front of her. She goes, gasp! And she blasts him. She's like, it's not nice to pop up on people on their windows. He's like, yeah, I guess
feel
that's
like
annoying. I've been told that before.
I also feel like at this time, like, when we first met Wanda in the MCU, you know, she didn't have any of her, like, witch powers or anything. It was more of, like, just telekinesis. And I feel like she uses that a lot in this, even though this was 10, maybe 15 years plus before the Wanda was in the MCU or anything. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of, like, how they use her powers here before she became, like, a witch. It was not so much the hex. You don't see the hex so much, more of her just using, like, telekinesis. But you also do see her use the hex quite a bit too.
Yeah, I think her
Yeah.
introduction, her first episode, you see the hex a lot with the probability and everything going backwards, but then it becomes more telekinesis as it goes.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, Nightcrawler asks Wanda to arrange
Sorry.
a meeting between him and Agatha Harkness. It's like, yes, Agatha.
It's so refreshing to see Agatha used so much because, like, at this time, she was only in the comic books. Like, now it's funny to look back and she's such a huge character, but then this was it.
Yeah, and X-Men Evolution was making her a thing, which I think is pretty extraordinary. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. I really like that they bring back, like, not known characters that, like, you see, like, Kurt's girlfriend, you know, like some of the new
Amanda.
movies, even like giving Magma the
Amanda
new spin.
Sefton.
Yeah, Amanda Seyfried. Yeah, I just said Seyfried. The girl from Mamma Mia, right? Yeah.
Yep, she's in it.
But yeah, I love that. Back at the temple, Beast looks through his supplies. He brings out gloves for Kitty. He wants her to try and phase through the barrier using the gloves as protection. She's given a high-tech drill,
Giggity.
other known as a vibrator. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't write that,
And
you
she
pervert.
She's using a vibrator on on Apocalypse's dome. Yeah. As she starts to drill into the dome, the drill acts up. Kitty is knocked back. Beast quickly throws the drill into the air just before it explodies. Cyclops offers to blast the dome. Xavier stops him. He wants no aggression action to be taken. Jean points to Nito's balls flying high in the sky. No. And asks, just like that, or like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
like stupid.
Yeah.
I do love though that she literally just comes in and she's just like,
Yeah. Up there.
exactly, just pointing.
Yep.
Oh lordy.
Nito erupts from his ball like the overdramatic queen she is. He turns the ball into a bullet and plunges it into the dome. Giggity. Next, he pulls all of the tanks and trucks into the air. He even pulls satellites from space and slams them all into the dome. Cyclops and Jean do their best to protect the civilians from falling debris. Magneto's tantrum has no effect on the dome. Apocalypse makes his appearance and easily dispatches Nito. He lights Nito up into a rainbow nightmare and explodes him into light. Apocalypse calmly goes back into his dome. You woke me up from my slumber. Now I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, he's just making the things explode and making more things fall apart and
Yeah.
blast around and terrible.
You know
Well,
what? It
and
has
now
been a
we-
while. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now we know for sure Magneto is gay because there's a rainbow inside him.
Just bend over and see the rainbow.
So that's where they come from. That's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
But it's also been a while since we actually got to see like Magneto use his powers like to that extreme, or I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
really seen him like do something like pull satellite from space and stuff like that. Like that's really cool. Like I don't think we've ever seen him use his power to that extent on here. So I thought that was pretty badass.
Yeah, it
He's
was.
super intense this episode. Even from the
Mhm.
beginning, he's like, "Rah!" His teeth were like bulging out of his face. Like I was like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Came
sir.
at Colossus for nothing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. Nightcrawler waits at the gazebo. Bodega. With the Mystique. With the Mystique too. Agatha emerges from the fog. Finally. She walks up to Mystique and strokes her face. Kurt asks if Agatha can help Mystique. I was going to say Mr. Hugh, but it was Mystique. Agatha says no, but Rogue can help her. Rogue joins the party. Agatha says that Rogue is the only one who can help Mystique. Rogue carries Mystique's power and can save her with a touch. Ooh. Kurt pleads with Rogue to save his mother. He asks Rogue to be better than Mystique and show some compassion.
Wow. That's some heavy stuff.
Yeah. Pleading.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And obviously it goes well, right, Ryan?
Yep. Mhm.
Totally.
Wait for Namor to
Feels-
show up. Rogue gets close to Mystique and then angrily pushes her off the cliff. Kurt ports after Mystique. He watches as the statue hits the rocks and shatters to pieces. Kurt ports down into the rubble of his mother. He begins to cry. From the cliff above, Rogue lets out a gasp at what she has done. I'm sorry, what is that?
Stifles.
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 Yeah, I'm sorry. She stifles a cry and then walks away. Sorry, stifles threw me off there.
You're welcome.
Wow. I was not expecting this, to be honest with you. I remember the first time I watched it being like, fuck.
Yeah.
Poor Kurt. Yeah.
I was in shock. I did not expect Rogue to do that. And Rogue didn't expect Rogue to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Emotions.
I guess that's what happens when you're raised by a psychopath. You have moments like that you do things like that.
Yeah. I guess the song for this week needs to be Sweet But a Psycho, because that's where Rogue is in this episode.
Yeah. I know, I don't think
All
we
right,
ever had
well-
like a sad ending like this, yeah.
I know. I
And so
figured
you don't
we'd get
think
into
Mystique is
our
done?
feels.
Yeah.
You-
Yes. So I'll talk about my feels and my
Okay.
theories and then rate it. So Britishly Bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee, unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool. So here's why I kind of don't think Mystique is dead, because I feel like that would be too dark of a trajectory for Rogue. Like, she just murdered her foster mother. Like, how do you come back from how do you bring a character back from that without bringing Mystique back? And she's too big of a character to leave dead.
Did she murder
Like
her foster
Magneto.
mother, or did she just push a statue off of a cliff?
True. Oh,
You
that's
know,
true.
like
I
there's
wonder.
there's no way
Yeah.
that we know that that was actually Mystique, or you know, like you know what I mean, like that Mystique wasn't already dead when she was like a stone. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she's a statue. Yes, the Meg or Xavier couldn't find any brain or whatever like that, and then they gave us the tier that people were like, it's just condensation, crap like that. Like we don't know that
They
Mystique
tried
was
to-
ever really in there or anything like that.
Yeah.
How
They
many
try to
times
play
has
with
this show
your
done stuff like that?
emotions. Yeah.
Yeah.
They plant that seed of doubt, but you don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
You know?
you just made me really fully grasp that. That's really good. But
Like,
you just
you know,
made me
like-
realize Agatha switched out the statue. This was a test. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, Agatha and Namora working together. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's destiny. She
They're
put her up to
fucking.
it.
Yep.
Oh God. The old bitch is such. Or no, she's young in this version. Yeah.
Yeah, she's young and hot in
Destiny's
this
young
one.
yeah.
Yep. So my thoughts on the episode. This was jam packed, not only from an action perspective, but from a story. Like we get to see Colossus as like more of a person, more of a well-rounded character. We get to see his bulge. We also get to see like Rogue and Nightcrawler struggling with, you know, their different aspects of their mom. And it is interesting how she's really Nightcrawler's mom and Rogue's foster's mom, which she talked about, but one has history with her and one doesn't, and how they react to that. So for everything with the story, with the progression of Apocalypse, I'm actually on the fence as to whether I think Magneto would stay dead or not, but how do you come back from that? Well, I guess he could have sent him somewhere. Or Agatha switched out Magneto with the statue. I'm gonna give it Britishly Bitchin' like Emma.
So this episode did have a lot. There was a lot of action, a lot of heart, a lot of really cool interplay. There was the comedy in there as well, the attempts at humor. This is a wonderful addition. I'm giving it the Britishly Bitchin' too. It did everything pretty much right. So
Yeah, nice.
I have to agree with Kev and Sean. This is Britishly Bitchin'. The emotions, the callbacks to the comics, the action, also the special effects.
the shock
like the way
value.
the special effects that they did for the dome. That was kind of like we'd never seen anything animation like that for this that I can recall. But
It reminds me of the little blobs in Kingdom Hearts when you fight the Oogie Boogie
Yes.
house and there's little blobs on.
Oh
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're yes.
Yeah, looks just like that.
hmm But yeah, no, it was just a great episode, and what a fantastic way to start off the final season.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched recently because I was geeking out the other day, just watching YouTubes about X-Men Evolution. I need to send you guys one about what season 5 was gonna be and the characters they wanted to add and like just the struggles that they had. But it was a really, really cool YouTube. I'll send it to you. It's like only maybe 10 minutes or something. So
Nice.
I'm gonna be really mad if Magic was one of the ones they're gonna add, just like Wolverine and the X-Men were gonna add her. She's always almost there.
I don't believe so. But it was funny that you say that though, because I watched right after I watched what season 5 would have been. I watched a 18-minute video on what season 2 would have been of Wolverine and the X-Men.
Oh, nice. I think I watched that too because I know where it would have gone. Okay.
Maybe we should do an episode about like that, like what could have been. That may be a fun like bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
or
we
yeah,
should
like the end
do-
of the like that could be the final one, like us
Yeah.
talking about what it could have been. But or what were you
Mhm.
going to say? Sorry, Sean.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe like a Trish Tilby episode, but yeah, we could just make it a regular episode. That would fit in.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, we all rated it. Who is the MXP, most excellent player? I always forget to think this one through until we're actually recording.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's a lot of interesting characters doing interesting things, so it's hard to kind of find the one that did the most. I think for me, I'm gonna say Kurt, just because I feel like he was fighting the hardest. I mean, I guess Magneto was fighting hard too, but I feel like his was like for no reason, like stuff that he couldn't control and stuff that he couldn't fight. So, like, you're wasting too much energy right now. Whereas Kurt, I think, was really making steps to kind of make up for time that he lost. He really was desperately looking for a relationship with his mother, even though he disagreed with her in so many ways. He has those ties, and he has that heart, and he has those kinship. And I think the way that he fights is really admirable and sweet. So I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, I landed on Kurt too, just because all the X-Men action is led by Xavier, and I don't fully agree with Xavier this episode enough to make him the main player. Closest to him would be Kitty, but she still didn't do a whole lot. So yeah, Kurt, he was fighting the hardest. He was really trying to redeem Mystique, which is admirable.
I'm gonna also say Kurt too, just for all the reasons that you guys had. I was trying to think of like someone else, like maybe even being like Magneto, just because we got to see how forceful he could be and powerful. But I mean, that's not MXP qualities, so it's Kurt.
Yeah. It's Kurt.
Yeah.
All right, and then for the X Factor favorite thing or favorite moment or thing that connects it to the X-Men universe. For me, I'm going to say this show gets Apocalypse so much more than the Apocalypse movie did, Bryan Singer, just because Apocalypse needs to be the big bad. That's why Louise Simonson? Wait, am I confusing her with the new writer? Who's the original writer? What was her name? I always get them mixed up. But when Apocalypse was created in X Factor in the 80s, he was made to be a bigger bad than Magneto. He was, because people are getting tired of Magneto being the big bad, so that's why Apocalypse was made. That's why Mr. Sinister was made. So like seeing him be a threat to Magneto, like this show gets him. He was not a threat in X-Men Apocalypse. Like Apocalypse doesn't have the 4 horsemen to like protect him or do stuff for him. He's just lazy doing other things. He is the threat. Gail, no, yeah, it is Louise Simonson. Yeah, I always get Louise Simonson and Gail Simone mixed up. I don't know why, but yeah, Gail Simone's the new writer. Louise Simonson created Apocalypse.
You're absolutely correct. In 1986, X Factor 6.
Yep. I know.
You're so good. You're like a little mini Chad.
Gail Simone's that, and they can
be.
experience it, and I think she's coming back again, so you can see her.
Yeah,
She
you
is.
know what's
I believe
funny?
Gail will be there.
Yeah.
Last year, I straight up was really excited to meet Gail Simone, the creator of Apocalypse, for like a whole week, and then I realized, wait a minute, that was Louise Simonson. I was still excited to meet Gail Simone, but
gosh.
I totally had it in my head that I was going to meet Louise Simonson.
Gail's still doing an amazing run on the Uncanny X-Men right now, too.
She is. I was very excited to meet, and she was the nicest person, like autographing for free, and then if you buy merch from her, she does bigger autograph. Like she was a very nice person.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she like her husband noticed my tattoos, and we had a little like talk about my actual tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah.
And I got so nervous in front of her, I called Jubilee Dazzler.
Yeah, and I called you out
Mm-hmm.
because I love you.
I love you too, you asshole. Yes.
It's bleached. Not really.
Mine's naturally pink, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, wow.
All right, who's the next X Factor? Who's the next ass factor?
Yeah, my ass factor is definitely the Colossus stuff. Just the ass and just X Factor too. Because just the family,
because that bulge, right?
Exactly, the family and everything. It just I thought that it was really cool, and for those people, like you really had to like search for what they were going for. And it was cool that they added the Easter eggs in there for us buffs and stuff like that. So mine is definitely the Colossus-ness of the episode.
Yeah, and you made me appreciate that more just by how you unraveled it and kind of talked about it. So thank you.
Yeah. And he unraveled. Oh no, he didn't unravel it. He just de-meddled. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a different show where he unravels. Yeah. No,
yeah. Okay. All right, Kevin. X Factor.
I am going to say Rogue, even though she's a little crazy. I think it is very Rogue to have such turmoil, and the idea of not being able to touch somebody and to feel like you could trust somebody, especially, and she because she's been burned not just from being raised from her, but the whole Risty situation, and then the whole even leading her on this whole apocalypse train. There's a lot of resentment, a lot of hurt there, and I feel like it's very typical for Rogue to have this kind of duality and these traumas to work through, and I like that she has this. I like that we see that she is going through something, and it makes her a little crazy, and we can understand the crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, in the comics, she was a bad person at first, so bad people make bad decisions. So
it's fitting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For our question this week, I felt like just leaving it kind of a little more open-ended. So, is Mystique redeemable after all the hurt she has caused? What do you think?
In the show or in the comics? Yeah.
We'll say in the show.
Because I'm going to say no for both.
Okay. No matter what it is, no.
Every time that she seems like she's redeemable or something like that, she always ends up double-crossing the X-Men or doing something horrible. So, no, she's not redeemable. She's a bad person. She doesn't make good choices. Period.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we love and hate her. How about you, Kevin?
That's exactly how I feel about Riri in Ironheart. She's a terrible person, but anyway.
Wow.
You could see that Kevin was holding that back for so long as I was like just talking so horrible about Mystique. He was so excited on the edge of his seat.
He's like, Riri.
Yeah. You keep on mispronouncing Riri Williams. You say Mystique.
Yeah, you're like,
Riri Williams.
How about you patent your technology and get paid that way instead of joining a criminal organization?
Leave her alone. She's a teenager.
Okay. So, Mystique, she's a tough one because she is inevitably always gonna be looking out for herself and will always choose herself, even though she cares about people. And it's hard because you do know she cares, and you've sympathize for that, but at the same time, he's like, girl, do something better. Like, make a good choice at least once in your life. Tell somebody you care about them, and don't lie to them, and don't double cross them. Oh wait, I think we're talking about Riri again. Okay, sorry. Like, but yeah, no.
Why do you keep hurting me? Yeah, I agree. Like, Ryan said it a good way too. Like, she has moments where she feels redeemable. She has moments where she shows that she cares about people, but every time you let her close, she, for some reason, feels like she has to betray you again to get her own means. And I think it's a whole, like, nature versus nurture. Like, she's been treated a certain way all her life to make her this way, but she's also treated like this because she is this way. So it's
almost like she cannot let herself be vulnerable. She feels, but she is so afraid of letting people truly in that she just retaliates. I think that's the Mystique arc.
Yeah, true.
She's just bad. She's a bad person.
Yeah. Well, and when you think about it, one of the longest runs we got of Mystique being pretty good. Like, she's never been like a good person, but one of the longest runs we got was when she was in charge of X Factor in the 90s, the late 90s with Sabretooth. And I think it's one of those things where when you treat someone with respect and like let them know you trust them, they're going to act better because they don't want to betray that trust. So it's in her. But there's just not a lot of people who are willing to trust her anymore because she has burned everybody so many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's get into our closing. So 2 weeks ago with Chad Daddy, we asked the question, who would make a better Power Ranger, Deadpool or Ruckus? And it's funny, I'm going to admit something. I think Deadpool would make a better Power Ranger, but I felt like Chad had a better argument, so I voted for Ruckus.
No worries. I'll remember that when I see you in 4 days. Yeah.
But my vote doesn't matter, much like if you vote for Jill Stein, because Deadpool still won with 53% to 47% Ruckus. It was a very close one.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
I
very
agree.
Close.
I think Chad had a really good argument because it made me second guess. Because my initial thought was Deadpool would be perfect Power Ranger because he's just the right amount of silly and campy, and I thought he would fit right in. And then Chad's like, "No, never." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess you're right."
Yeah. Sorry, Dad. You know what immediately popped into mind if I had to argue that is the episode in Zeo when the Power Rangers yell at the Italian monster, like, "We're gonna toss your salad." Deadpool would totally say the inappropriate lines like that. Like, he would so fit in.
And he'd pull out a salad.
And it would be from behind him. He would pull it out from like his ass area and be like,
"Yeah, it's like I was just storing this in here for later. Perfect timing."
Yeah.
If you want some ranch, you're gonna have to talk dirty.
Oh no. Well, we are so thankful that you are returning to this trip with us down the last 9 episodes of X-Men Evolution. Well, 10 now because we're adding the what would have been episode, which I'm excited for. Yeah, so if you want more from me, find me on Shawnee Havoc on TikTok or Instagram or Threads or Blue Sky. And you can find the podcast on Solving for X and X-Men Task Podcast on YouTube or Instagram. Ryan, how about you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at RYEORIO or find me in the Solving for X comments. So good to be back, guys.
How about you? Yeah. How about you, Kevin?
Woo, you can find my personal Instagram at KJEBCY87 or listen to the other podcasts that Sean and I are doing covering the Charmed magazines right now at Words of the Witches. Yay!
Yay! And we will see you all at Uncanny Experience. For those of you who cannot make it, I'm sure we'll find time to do another Uncanny Experience episode to let you know all of our adventures and all of our cosplays.
Yay!
Yay! Bye!
Bye.